See, it's interesting, isn't it, that the father's reaction to both lost sons is exactly the same. He goes out to each of them. He reminds them of who they are. My son. He welcomes them both in. Question is, how will you respond? I think this is one of the little things that we miss, right? Jesus tells us that the younger son simply loses the wealth through reckless living. But he doesn't tell us what he did with it, right? We don't know how he lost the money. Maybe he made a bunch of rash or fast business, investments, and they were just bad investments. Or maybe he just went on a spending spree and he bought all this stuff and now found himself upside down in debt. Or maybe he was just hosting a lot of people for parties and eating out all the time and it just kind of ran out. We don't know what that reckless living means. But when he comes home, what does the older brother assume? He devoured it with prostitutes. We don't know that. He doesn't know that. But he can't help but think the worst of his brother. And he can't help but think the worst of his father. That when his dad comes out, he says, "How dare you? How dare you?" See, that's what happens when we think that God's favor is something that we have to earn. We miss the heart of the Father, and we self-righteously become judgmental toward anyone and everyone that we think doesn't measure up. And through it all, we become truly lost. And I think that's why Jesus leaves this story unresolved. The father goes out to the older son, and he says the following: "Son, you are always with me, and all that is mine is yours. It was fitting to celebrate and be glad. For this your brother was dead and is alive. He was lost and is found." The end. Will you go in?